Welcome back, guys, to a new live day trading episode. My name is Julius. I hope you're all well. We are back in the S&P 500 future. I'm trading 5 micro contracts today that equals the amount of $25 per point. I hope you're all well. Right off the bat, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in live trading. I upload every Tuesday and Saturday. Alright, so in 40 seconds, we will find out what kind of an opening we are getting. Currently, we are not completely at the lows. I'm already tending to trade a range opening here. We are in the lower third of this range here, but should this candle come down further, I would also rethink that idea and maybe trade a trend opening. Okay, yeah, candle is coming down again. 8 seconds. Ooh. Okay, I guess I will stay with a range opening here. So I will buy all the way down there. Wow, we did not get filled even though the candle tested my price level. Yeah, that is the reason why I don't like those limit orders, guys. Really, that is the reason in particular. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of those limit orders. So let's see if we can get a chance to buy a little lower here. I'm gonna delete this. Maybe we'd have to get a little worse entry now. So I will buy here where the candle opened. I wanted to buy down here, so that would be almost 2 points lower. It did not work out here as we're not filled. Okay, even though this candle might go back lower, I do not want to risk it. I'm gonna set a stop loss now. It's not too far away, so this is no big problem, but that is the reason why I don't like those limit orders. Even though we tested the price, sometimes the market has to go one tick lower in order for us to get into the market. And this is really like not what I want to see. So the stop loss now 2.5 points away. This is still totally fine, but we would have been into a better position. So this is what I'm not liking about those limit orders, and also maybe a reason why I'm not using them too much. Probably this was the last time that I'm using a limit order. Okay, let me activate the account window, guys. So the reason why this window isn't always activated is because when I trade for myself after I finish the recording, I most of the time close this account window as I'm not wanting to constantly look at the open P&L. So we actually tested the lows again, so we could have had another chance to go in all the way down here. But you never know. I went in here now where the candle opened. It's all right. So it could have been better. Next time I will enter manually again. But 2 points more or less, let's be real, shouldn't make the biggest difference. So maybe some information about the entry here. If the candle would have opened like here at the 23, I would have probably traded a trend opening, since this would be an extended short trend. But we opened approximately 2 points above the overall lows. So that was like a little indicator for me, okay, maybe this is not a complete extended trend anymore, and I want to take it very seriously and trade range openings way more often than those trending phases. So I went in all the way down here, which is totally fine. Now let's hope that the market can continue long here. Currently it's looking very good. I'm quite happy. If we should get stopped out, it shouldn't be that big of a loss, as the stop loss is only 2.5 points away. Still, I'm a little mad that I was not able to get the price down here, even though I had my limit order. So next time I will just enter manually, as I am always doing. It's just like sometimes more comfortable to put in a limit order, especially because I'm trading the same position on my funded account on the second monitor. So maybe I can show that to you real quick. So here you see the same position opened in my prop trading funded account, just with one micro contract. And it's not that easy opening the position on the same time on two different charts. Okay, let's go back. So here we are back in my equity account. Yeah, sometimes it's not that easy. So I thought, okay, I might open the position with the limit order here and activate it manually on the second monitor. But next time I just have to be fast and open the position manually on both sides. So if we would have traded a trend opening, this would probably be the area where I would have shorted the market here at the 27. So this is probably also an area where we will find some resistance. We can take a look at the footprint chart in a second. But this would have been the point where I would have shorted the market after a little retracement. So this would have also been possible, definitely. So let's take a look at the footprint. What do we see here? Oh, there are some. Here's a location of mine. Where is that one there? Let's delete it. Here are some major imbalances from a previous candle. So that is quite interesting. And this will act as heavy resistance here. I did not know about that. Also, you can see that delta is falling lower and lower. So there are a lot of active market sellers in here that want to see lower lows. I don't know what's about to happen. We'll see. We definitely built major clusters here, even though the delta in the opening candle is very negative, which is quite interesting. I may have to look up how the opening candle and the delta have an influence on the whole trading day. That just came to my mind right now. Maybe there's some kind of correlation that the opening candle like this opened bullish with a negative delta. Maybe it has an influence on the next few minutes or hours in the trading day. Like, for example, imagine if you would have such an opening with a negative delta that the rest of the day will be bearish, at least for a couple of hours. Okay, it would be a sign that even though the candle in the first place is bullish, there are a lot of sellers in here that will succeed in the end. Okay, so for example, we can go back a day to yesterday and look at the open, which is right here. Okay, so we had bullish delta in a bullish candle, and the next few minutes were definitely bullish. Maybe that is the first sign that the delta in the opening candle kind of implements a direction. So this is the way how I make up my strategies. I notice different things in the charts and then study them on historic data, on a lot of data. I study them to find out if there's anything about it or if it's just like a completely random result. So let's go back another day. This should be Friday. Let's go back to the opening here. So this was the opening candle. No, this was the opening candle. And we had a negative delta here at the open. Okay, the market went bearish for quite some minutes, but in the end it was just a very big range there. But I think if you would have shorted the market here, you probably would have gotten quite a good result, at least until this point. So maybe there's something about it. Can go back another day, look at this example here. Opening, bullish delta, bullish candle. Rest of the day, at least for a couple of minutes, 1.5 hours approximately, quite bullish, then some bearish momentum. I don't know, maybe there's something about it. I may have to study that. So I guess only people that are really have kind of a passion for trading do such things, okay? I noticed something here and I immediately got that passion that I want to find out what is happening, if there's something about it, and if you can find like some correlation of things. That is the passion of trading, guys, and that is the most important thing. But what we found out, at least in the last 2 or 3 days, was that if the first candle had a specific delta, at least the next few minutes probably will also go in that direction. So maybe we are gonna see some bearish momentum next. Currently it's not the case yet. Even though we get again a pretty heavy negative delta, the candle is barely holding up bullish in the midst of this big imbalance. Of course, 3 or 4 days are not enough to backtest such a observation. You need to backtest it for like at least a year, 2 years, 3 years. You have to backtest it for that long in order to find out if there's something about it, okay? And that is really hard work. It can take hours or days to do that. So this is like, I just did a quick observation that goes very fast, okay? Where I just take a look at the delta, the opening candle, and then just say to myself, okay, what did the rest of the day look like? But if you want to really use that as a kind of a strategy, you have to make specific rules. Like how long do you observe it? For like an hour after the first candle? For like the complete trading day? Where do I set a stop loss? Where would I take profits? Because we saw previously results where like 1.5 hours later, you would have been in a very good profit. But for the last hours of the trading day, the market went completely in the other direction. All of your profit would have been vanished if you would have just like entered based off the first delta. Okay, so you would have had to make specific rules, and that is also part of this observation, that you take a look at all of this historic data to see, okay, how long does it work? Does it work for the first few minutes? Do I have to take profits after like 15 minutes? You have to make rules, because of course you can always say, okay, after 1.5 hours I would have been in a profit here. Yeah, but in the next day it would have been a profit only after 15 minutes. Yeah, guys, where do you take profits? You have to make rules. You just can't guess every day if this is the right point to take the profit. And this is the reason why it is so hard to backtest that and why it takes so long. Because you have not only to observe the first delta, you also have to observe like where to take profits, where to have a stop loss. How often would you have taken a profit if you would just do it like that? How often would you have had a profit if you did it like that? This is like a lot of calculations, a lot of trial and error. So this is the hard work, but I get some passion for it. And this is how I came up with my strategy that I'm trading here right now. It was like, I had a simple idea. Oh, I'm observing something here. Maybe this is working. Then I backtested it. Then I added more rules. Okay, I definitely need to do it like that. Okay, I moved the stop loss only then. Okay, I closed the position then. Okay, I trade for that long. And all of those additional rules come in while backtesting, while watching historic data, while analyzing historic data. Only then can you really fill up your strategy more and more, update your strategy. And it's getting more detailed every day. And it takes a while to do that. But it all started with a quick observation like I had right here with the delta. But as of right now, we see, okay, we actually made a new high. So maybe this is not working at all. And the chances are quite there that it's not working at all. If trading would have been that easy, like observing the first delta and just going by it, then everybody would have been a millionaire, okay? So trading is not that easy, but sometimes you catch an observation and there's something about it. Sometimes you catch those little things, and I can only encourage you guys to find your own strategies. You may take some inspiration from all of those YouTube strategies that you'll find, but guess what, guys? They won't work. Those YouTube strategies that you will find online, especially those channels, they show you the 100th MACD strategy, like once a week, a new 70-80% win rate strategy in Forex. Guys, do you think all of those strategies really work? Guys, everybody would have been a millionaire if they really work over time. They don't. I observed many of those strategies and I tested them, back-tested them, and it's always the same flaws. So the first thing why there's, of course, can't work is because sometimes they're taking every trade, but we have to sleep for some time and the market is open like for the whole night currently. So you would have to program your own trading bot, your own expert advisor in MetaTrader, whatever, to do that. That's the first thing, okay? To really take every trade that occurs with those setups, and with those setups I show you online, those channels that are only based off showing you strategies, they have trades that occur like once an hour or every 2 hours they get a new trade. So you really have either to sit at the desk for like the whole day or you program yourself an expert advisor. Okay, so that's the first thing. But overall, you will notice that they work in specific months or weeks, but overall they're not working at all. They will lead to a negative result. So I can only encourage you to test your own strategies, to observe your own things in the market. It doesn't need to be in the footprint chart. You can very well observe candle patterns in a 5-minute chart to see, okay, I noticed something. Like imagine a little, like the easiest thing ever. Okay, when we get like after the US open, when we get a bullish candle, the next candle has quite a high chance of also being bullish. That would be like one of the simple strategies ever. If you get a bullish candle, you buy the market and wait for the close of the next candle. So in this case, you would have get a break-even trade. That was the first bullish candle after a bearish one. Let's go back to yesterday after the open. Here's the open. You get a bullish candle, you buy the market, you get a little loss. All right, no big problem. Then you had a bearish candle and a bullish candle again. You buy the market, you get a winner. All right, you get a bearish candle, you buy the market, you get a little loss. Stuff like that. Okay, this is not working. The strategy is not working at all, as you can see. But that would be like an observation you could do. Oh, we get a very big sell-off here. So this could be quite dangerous for us. But stuff like that, you can observe those little things also in a blank candle chart. But that is what I would encourage you to do. Find your own things. Find what suits you best. But take some inspiration from those YouTube videos very well. But I'm not the biggest fan of all of those indicators on TradingView. Like uploading the 5th indicator on TradingView and trying that as a strategy. I'm not the biggest fan of that, guys. As you can see, I'm trading without any indicator at all, and also without any lines or locations. I'm just having my stop loss here. That is all I'm doing, and that suits me best. I like this approach because it's like it differs so much from all of the recent activities in the trading community, and I like to be a little different. Because I'm thinking, okay, why do I want to be different? Yeah, it's because like 90% of all people lose money in the market. So I have to be different than 90%. I think this is pretty different what I use here. I get the comments, why the heck I'm using black and white candle? It looks like I'm a dinosaur living in the 70s. It's a little different. It's not that red and green on the candles on a black background with fancy indicators, stuff like that. No, not at all. But there's also more to it why I'm using black and white candles. I will make a specific video for this topic in the future, because there's definitely more to it than I want to be edgy. No, not at all. It has a specific reason why it makes a lot of sense, and it's actually should also be pretty obvious, but doesn't matter currently. We get some support from below. Market is coming up again, even though the delta is still very negative. Of course, I hope that we will see bullish momentum increasing. So this is quite a heavy pullback, especially because this candle is closing in 8 seconds. So let's see where we can close. Okay, yeah, I'm quite happy with the close. Now I want to see some bullish momentum coming in now. Getting ready to attack those highs here at the 33. Overall highs for the day are here at the 35. Again, quite a small daily range of just 12 or 13 points, not that big. I'm okay with the entry point here, but I also still got in the back of my mind that I was able and I planned to go in here at the 23, but the market just did not activate my order. So next time I definitely will just set my point of interest again and press the button once the market is there, okay? Because market order always gets filled, limit orders not so much. Also like a little lesson in futures trading. With CFDs it might be different. So if I've got a limit order, I make it green, and the market, I paint the market black. The market really needs to go a lot of times one tick lower to activate your limit order and then go higher again, okay? Because someone needs to trade at those prices. Limit order will always be activated if other market participants trades a market order. So we want to buy, so someone has to sell their position to us. Market sell their position for us to buy limit here, okay? You understand? It's different with stop orders. So sometimes the market needs to go lower for you to be filled with your limit order. A stop order is a market order. So if you have your stop order here on the same price, for example, you went long a little higher and have your stop there, the market does not go below your stop. It actually just needs to test it real quick and you will be stopped out. So sometimes that is very frustrating. For example, imagine the market just testing your stop loss, not even going beyond it, and immediately reversing in your trading direction again. But you have been stopped out. Position is over. But to get a limit order, it's not enough for the market to test the price level and then go in your direction. It's not enough. And we saw that all the way down here. I know why it's the case, but it's just like frustrating as hell. So I will next time just buy the market. Because like you saw, the next chance I got to buy the market was again here at the candle opening, because I wasn't sure that the candle will come back to this level. It did eventually, but that wasn't for sure. So I said, okay, I do not want to miss out on a potential 10-point mover in the hopes that the candle comes back again. So I just will buy here. And so I did. So now what is happening here? The market is pretty slow. So I guess I will mute myself and we just wait a couple of minutes. And cut that out, that part, until we either are getting stopped out or the market is going up again. At least we need something to happen, because right now it's like not that volatile. So we see us again in a second. Okay guys, so after a few minutes, half an hour or something, we are more or less here at those tops with a open P&L of $200. So this is quite good. I just waited here for the market to come up. No very big retracements, a little sideways phase, but then the market immediately came up. I had until now not yet an opportunity to move the stop loss. So I guess we just have to wait for that. But I'm thinking this is a quite successful day trading session until now. And I might be tempted to already end the recording here with a profit of $218. So very good, nothing to complain here. Entry pretty good, could have been approximately $50 better if we would have bought 2 points lower, which I intended to do. But so far, nothing big to complain here. Everything went pretty much straightforward. Good entry, good market. And I think the scalpers of you definitely have some arguments to take a profit already up here. I'm letting my long position run for the rest of the day, move the stop loss once opportunity comes by. But if I were a scalper or a smaller time frame trader, I definitely would take profits here with $200. I'm letting my long position run. This could eventually turn into a trend day. We never know. But regarding the video, I think it's enough. I think the most interesting part of such a trading day is always like the entry. So I definitely want to record the entry and talk a little bit about it. But once the market is coming into a kind of a flow and trending into one direction, there's really not much to talk about, but to just wait for the market to reach a specific target. And I said, okay, I hope that the market will reach those tops here at the 33. So it did. So there's really nothing to complain here. We were already $230 for a brief second. This is looking very good so far. I really can't complain. Wow, look at this very beautiful push. $260. We even took out the highs of the day. So this is a really, really good trading day so far. Oh, $300 reached, guys. $300. Perfect. So now I'm gonna end today's trading session with a profit of over $300. Thank you guys for watching. This is an equity account, so this is real money that matters to me. We're gonna see us in the next episode. Hopefully you could learn something today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's trading video. We're gonna see us in the next episode. Take care of yourself, and I wish you a pleasant trading week. See you then. Bye bye.